transfer the knowledge they gain with us to other domains. We are currently active in Israel with the Ministry of Education and recently started selling in Asia Pacific. Our model is to reach educational organizations globally using local distributors. We did not raise any funds yet. Founders include computer science PhD Dr. Ravi Morelli, who brings decades of experience into our platform, our designer Shamil Penchak, and myself with years of experience managing an international organization. Our vision is to become the world's leading platform for teaching computational thinking and embed it in all scientific curriculums. Because we at Plethora believe that coding is great, but thinking is unlimited. And we encourage you to join our journey. Thank you.
Thank you. To give the comment to Plethora, I'd like to invite Alina Kogan, Director of Strategic Partnership with Pearson. Of course.
Okay. Thank you for your presentation. We all know there are two major issues we face in education, and that's making sure that learning is relevant and that it's effective. And so the way that you're trying to tackle both effectively. The critical thinking skills, 21st century skills, problem solving, that's key to career and lifelong success. And then the engagement, and I also really love the efficacy studies that you're conducting, pedagogical, making sure that it's targeting the learning outcomes to ultimately help people make progress in their lives through learning. The challenges you may face as you bring the solution to market would be making sure that the schools or other educational institutions have the time and space and budget to integrate this solution into their current activities. So the more you can help them do that, the more success you'll hopefully have. Good luck.
Thank you, Plethora. Our next startup is the winner from India. Please welcome Skill in a Box.
Good evening, London. Namaste, as we call it in India. Alright, so your 21st century skills to life with Skill in a Box. We mean it literally. Skill in a Box is a tool where you can learn a skill, build, play around it in your daily life, and get certified around it. Oh yeah, this one. Great. So what are these skills are we talking about? Today, you can actually build your own 100-watt solar panel and start powering your homes through Skill in a Box. You can actually build your own IoT home automation systems. You can build your own gesture control systems and anything around IoT security and sustainability. This box actually comes in 4 sections. We have the section 1, which houses your tools and raw materials like your soldering irons, multimeters, soldering wires. It's a learning progression. So your section 2 houses your customized PCB boards, where you actually learn soldering from scratch. Where you move on to the next activity, which is a section 3, in which you actually make your very first circuit, which proves the laws of electricity, current, voltage, Ohm's law, practically, before you move on to section 4, which is actually your product, and you can start using it in your daily life. So how do we actually teach? We actually have training manuals, along with videos, along with a lot of video content to help you understand what goes where and actually learn the skill. We don't end there. You have animated circuits to help you explain why a transformer has been put in there, why a diode is actually going there, how does actually a circuit work when you actually build it from scratch. Now let's sum it up of the skills what you've actually learned through Skill in a Box, apart from all the cognitive analytics which I'm sure every EdTech company gives. You're actually learning how to make a product, you're actually prototyping your skills, you're actually learning how circuits work and actually build them from scratch. Now that's a scalable subscription model what we actually have, because the first DIY kit which you buy is actually reusable. You can reuse again and again every month to build a new skill, to build a new product and start using it in your daily lives. That's the market what we have back in India. We have one DIY kit without any iteration, which a 10 to 12-year-old boy is using and a girl is using. We have hobbyist people like you and me just buying Skill in a Box and making their own skill and getting it to life. We have rural learners actually using it to get it, learn it, and get certified by the government of India. We are partners with them, and maybe find a job around it. So we are fresh, we are young, we are bootstrapped, and we're just 4 months old. But the good thing is we've actually shipped Skill-in-a-Box DIY kits to South Africa and Netherlands. We've actually got an LOI from South Africa from one of the people who are actually going to buy another 500 DIY kits from us. These are some of the, I would say, reviews from children who've automated their rooms. But the best thing is what you'll actually see here, where rural people have actually come across and taken this box as a resume to the industries. The future DIY kits, we have an EV charging DIY kit, we have electric cycle DIY kit where people can make and just run off their cycles. We have energy management DIY kit, we have plant automation, gesture control DIY kits, automotive lock DIY kits. A pretty young team for you. And this is what we actually say when you actually make a skill and start using it. Thank you so much, London.
Thank you. To give the comment to Skill-in-a-Box, I'd like to invite Thierry de Vaupellier, CEO at Evidence Me.
Thanks, Patrick. It was a very great presentation. I think you are hitting a major subject, the need for STEM. It's clearly a worldwide issue. The way you attacked it with this box, very simple solution, obvious problem. I think it's a great success that I wish for Skill-in-a-Box, and thanks again.
Thank you, Skill-in-a-Box. Our next startup is the winner from Cameroon, who will significantly miss since they could not attend tonight. They will, however, be represented with a video presentation.
And modern resource extraction tools to sustainably exploit their own resources. Increased investment in education, research and development by these countries has failed to produce measurable results due to low student enrollment, lack of qualified trainers and engineers, few EdTech solutions in the field, and high cost of conventional resource exploitation tools, amongst others. Our solution is a combination of a standard e-learning platform with short mobile practical training based on videos and 3D virtual reality to improve geoscience education and training, as well as provide low-cost, efficient digital replacements for the conventional resource exploitation tools through software development. We are presently on the second phase of implementation of our project, focused on upgrading our e-learning platform and our first digital exploitation tool called Field Geology, which were both launched in 2019. The videos and 3D virtual reality content development are also in good progress. Our solution is presently used in over 140 countries worldwide, with a very positive user experience as shown by the present statistics. Our potential for growth is simply phenomenal. Since projections of population growth rate, student enrollment and specialization in natural resource-related courses over the next 30 to 50 years are all shown to be on a steady increase. We are using a simple revenue model based on paid subscription, online advertisement, and on-demand services. The Field Geologist EdTech has been designed to address 8 of the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals listed here. In addition to attend international conventions and conferences, added to international award nominations are amongst our major achievements. We believe in strategic partnership in order to attain our goals efficiently, the reason why we work mainly in cooperation with many other companies. We are presently accepting partners in the 3D virtual reality technology. I am Albert Jr., CEO and co-founder of T&A Developers. The rest of the team members are extremely motivated and talented young people with strong commitment to the project. Thank you for your kind attention. We are truly sorry we could not make it to London, but we wish you a great time at the event.
Thank you. We are all very sorry we couldn't come. To give the comment to TNA developers, I'd like to invite Patrick Hayes, Chief Development Officer at Times Higher Education.
Thank you very much. And obviously, it's a shame they couldn't present here today, but the PowerPoint presentation really brought home something that Abby mentioned right at the start in terms of the core criteria that the judges were looking for. They've identified a very particular pain point and have developed a product to really try and address that. They're not trying to be the next Netflix for education. They're not trying to be all things to all men. They've developed a product in a particular field, and its global growth over a short period of time has really shown that they've identified a market need. So I've been very impressed by that. I think if I was to give one constructive criticism, I think in terms of talking about the marketplace, I think they need, don't just look at the big geopolitical trends, really focus a little bit more specifically upon the target market for that particular product in geosciences.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, TNA developers. Our next startup is the winner from Finland. Please welcome 4 Fairies.
Thank you. So how many of you are already asleep after a long day of work? Hands up. Yeah, that's a problem in math education as well in schools. Luckily, we have the solution. So, I'm Ida, I'm the CEO of 4 Fairies, and we offer tools for math education from grade 6 to university level. We hear it from adults all the time. Some problems. I wish I would learn math again. I wasn't bad at math, I just fell off. So what's the problem? Why do students fall off? Well, because we force them to continue without understanding. And that's a problem today. There are so many students, so few teachers, nobody has time to see what the students have understood. And nobody checks their assignments. And that's where we come in. We offer automatic checking of students' own solutions, step-by-step checking. And I'll show you an example of our tool. So here, the student is trying to solve the assignment where a word problem, a father is 40 years older than the son, and then in 4 years' time, he will be twice the age of the son. And you're going to see in the beginning what the student has to do when they're solving a problem is to add assumptions. You can see them as green over there. And then they start calculating. And sometimes you have to calculate so that you have inserted calculations, sub-calculations, and then you return to the main solution. And here you can see the student is writing, now getting to the end of the problem. And in between every step, you can see there's a verbal explanation. And this is very important for learning, to write and verbalize your words. And while we're getting to the end there, you can also see that there will be a calculation, see? There. The editor here, what we can see, is used in daily school life. So we have math students using it every day of their life. And here you saw a calculator that's included in the tool. And now the student is getting to the end of the solution there. And you can see for every step the calculator has now check the solution. So in this way you can see every step if it's correct or not, and return to the part where you can find mistakes. So we offer this, the tools free in our digital notebooks and math tools. Then there's a student version that includes classroom features and also checking. And integration. Yep. So, what our users say is that we make eMath makes math easier and more beautiful. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. To give the comment to Four Fairies, I'd like to invite Shirley Gilby, Director at UK South Africa Tech Hub.
Hi, thank you very much for your presentation and congratulations for being here. So some thoughts occurred to me while listening to you. One was around the model itself. I quite like the idea that you have a freemium plus bolt-on model, which means that if the users are not getting value, they won't come back and use it. But linked to the user experience, I wondered if the user might be frustrated in not being told the correct answer should their initial input be incorrect. So I wasn't quite clear if it also gave the right answer.